Good morning, everybody. Ciaccio here. We talk about all these different things about how to knock on a door, how to overcome objections, how to ask somebody for checking account information. Today I want to put a little twist to do something a little bit differently. I'm going to put us in a real life situation, and from there we're going to talk about this example I've got on what you would do if you're in this situation. I'm going to tell you the situation, then I'm going to recommend you to consider what I would do. If you got some other stuff you want to add to it, please do. Saturday morning, you get your leads. You only got 5 of them. You only normally order 20. A bad return week, only 5 direct mail leads. You say, Dan, what am I going to do next week? You say, well, no, I know I should get some more on Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday to fulfill my order. Yet Monday, what do I do Monday? Now you get up Monday morning and you see you got a $475 chargeback. Another thing to put stress on you. This is what I would do. I'm not going to tell you I'm not going to worry about that $475 chargeback, yet I'm going to try to address it immediately. Because what ends up happening is that you may not have put the client's draft date on the 1st or the 3rd, or the 2nd, 3rd, or 4th Wednesday of the month. You may be a new agent and you let the client pick a day that they wanted, which is a total disaster. Call the client up, say, Ms. Jones, this is Joe, your insurance agent. I see here how something went wrong with your payment. I want to know if we can address this, get it back on the books where you don't lose this valuable program. Got a 50-50 shot it's going to work, maybe a 60-40, 60 being yes, 40 being a no. Yet you need to address that stuff there. Because what ends up happening, I've dealt with agents for a long time, they say, I can't worry about that little chargeback, I got more leads to get, I don't want people to see. My philosophy is that the person's already given you all their information. They've made an obligation and they circled something that they wanted to buy. I'd recommend you to call them. Okay? So from there, it's going to work out either you go by and see them or whatever way you want to handle it, but try to get that back on the books. Because if you constantly let those go, you're going to end up buying leads, selling, chargebacks, and you're going to actually be like the doggone cat chasing your tail and not getting out of first base. You can constantly be on first base. Can't go to second because the momentum you got is always bringing you down because of chargebacks and not doing anything. So this is what I would do. 5 lead, the chargeback, I'm going to try to address it as soon as I can. Now I'm saying, how can I fulfill my day? How can I fulfill my day? Well, you have options. You can go through all of the other leads that you have that are in the vicinity around of where the new leads are, and call on those people as well, your older leads. Secondly, you can go through your CRM, which I hope every one of you have one. If you don't have one, I recommend you to start one. Go through all the people that you've written to go by their house and see if they want to do a review. Well, Joe, I want to do this for 6 months, and I don't know how many people to review. That may be so, but you can always call them and say, I'm just checking in to make sure everything's doing all right. See if anybody moved into your home or somebody you know who I can maybe give this free information to. It's worth a shot. You've got nothing else to do. This is what happens with agents. I've got nothing else to do. I need to make money, yet I don't want to do the things I should do. If that is your mentality, you need to change it. You need to start putting some of that positive thought process in you. I may not like doing it. I may not want to do it. I don't like doing it. Yet to survive, you got to get out of that comfort zone and get out there in the battlefields and get out there. Okay? Call the clients up that you've already sold to. Number 3. Now you start learning how to knock on houses next door. You got 5 brand new leads that you're going to go to those houses on Monday morning. Now when you go to the first house, you're going to walk to the door, and hopefully they're home. Hopefully you make a sale. Yet we got no idea what's going to transpire. House you're going to, you got two houses, one on the left, one on the right, and you got three of them directly behind you. My thought is to go to their homes and say, hello, my name is Joe. I got a lead from one of your neighbors, and I'm just calling to see if you sent this lead in because I'm overwhelmed, if I can give you the free information. Or you can show them your neighbor's lead and say, one was mailed to you, you probably sent it back. I don't have it yet. What questions can I ask for you? Always go with the assumption that they sent a card in. Go with the thought process, I want to take care of you now. I've got a lot of people I've got to see. Let me see if I can squeeze you in. You can also order extra supplies. Things you leave behind with your clients. Anything you maybe need from Office Depot or Office Max, wherever you guys live. Order the stuff online. Order leave behinds. Whatever carrier you want to go with, they can give you leave behinds at no charge, okay, except for one, which is Prosperity. Now, the more stuff that you can accomplish on a day that didn't work out the greatest when it comes to leads, at least you're fulfilling other things that need to be done, that you don't have to work those into those busy days when you do get 20 leads a week. Or you can call us and say, I want to order 30 digital leads, $15 each. You get 30 of them. We can have them come into you 7 a day, 5 a day, any way you want it. So you're not going to get all 30 at one time because these are digital and people kind of forget that they send those, that they go online and fill it out. So if you recommend I want 7, 8, 10, whatever you want, we're going to try our hardest to accommodate to fill the order for you. Okay? Leads are the nucleus to what we do. We need leads unless you like knocking on doors, unless you love doing referrals. I've had a couple agents that have worked with us who only want to get 20 leads a week. Back in the day, it was 15 leads a week, 20 leads a week. And this gentleman used to love to knock on doors, just love to. He'd go to the house and he'd canvass the whole block. Okay, park his car there on that corner, walk to the client's house, do what he's got to do. When he leaves, he just starts walking. Did he make sales? Yes, he did. He used to do 17, 18, 20,000 a month just by door knocking people, which is probably the hardest thing for you to do if you've never done it before. He said, Joe, it cost me nothing. It was a little stressful in the beginning. It was difficult when I first started, yet I've kind of tweaked my presentation. I tweak what I say, and I'm able to get into more houses. Okay? So, let's say that's Monday. Let's say Tuesday you got the same thing. No leads came in. I'm going to tell you, get with Heather, get with Jay, order some digital leads. Or go to Equida's website and buy some age leads. If you don't have any leads where you live, just go out on the internet and buy some. Now, I cannot tell you what type of quality you're going to get, but if you're only paying $2 for a lead, $3 for a lead, depending on their age, and you get 25 or 30 of them, what's that, $50, $60 is not really going to bankrupt you, but you got 30 people to see. They may be old and crusty. They may not have any life left in them. Yet if you're a brand new agent, it's going to help you get more acquainted with the door knocking, the door approach. What do I say? How do I cross that little 4-inch threshold to get into the home? Because it's best to work with the older leads to learn how to do it. So when you do get a fresh lead, you kind of like lost that little bit of jitteriness. You know what to say, you know some comebacks and all that there. So the second day, what you can do, as well as the first day when you got only 5 leads, you can give Jay, you go to the website, you can print out all the rebuttals we have. I can't afford it, today's not a good day, I gotta go to the doctor. We've got buku pages of that for you to be reading to learn what to say. If you do not learn what to say when you're put in that situation, this will be challenging for you to overcome their argument by you saying, okay. Because what's happened before is agents will not sit and be aggressive. They're saying, Joe, the client said they had to go to the doctor, so I just said, I'll come back. I'm not saying that's wrong. Yet, in my opinion, it's wrong. Okay. Now, when you have a client that's at the front door and they say they got to be at the doctor's office in 20, 30 minutes and they can't be there, and they're in their robe, I'm going to kind of tell you, I don't believe them. Okay. A lot of it is that they don't want to see you at that time, or they just don't want to see you, period. So what you've got to do, you got to peel that onion back to find out why they told you that, and find out the real reason that they don't want to see you. It takes practice. A little 2, 3, 4, 5 hour lead, that's the best way to learn how to do it, because you don't have much money at stake. When you're spending $30, $40 for a lead, it's not time to practice, okay, on a brand new or expensive lead. It pays to practice on an older lead, kind of like a baseball player. Before the game, they get out there, they throw the ball, they loosen their shoulders up, they probably took batting practice the night before, they're kind of ready to go. So it's a pre-game prep that they're doing to get themselves situated. They're throwing that ball, they're seeing the velocity they can get, they're seeing if they can throw like a little BB from third base to first base. They're doing all this stuff here before the game. Now, with a lot of professional, matter of fact, with every professional baseball player or any professional player at all, it's all on autopilot. They just know how to do it. I was watching a tennis match over the weekend, and I saw the girl was winning 5-1, okay? All of a sudden, she could not get the ball over the net. She was doing this and that. She was hitting the net on the serves. Her backswing, she was knocking it in there. Once, the first time she got that ball over and scored, everything changed. She started playing phenomenally because the autopilot comes in. That's from practice. Rebuttals, call to actions, how to do this here. What do I say at the front door? When they say this, what do I say? All of those things you must know. You must know. If you want to go in there for a one-time close or a one-visit close, you need to have all of your arsenal in front of you. If you sell by phone, you have it all in front of you. That's the nice thing about selling by phone. You can have it all in front of you. I've got notes in front of me right now, okay? Think about it. 5 leads, a big chargeback. What do? Review this video again. Do what you got to do. Get out of that comfort zone, and let's make some money. Thank you, guys. Make a great day. We love you. Bye-bye.